is Budditor? Budditor is an application from combination word of buddy and tutor. It is called Budditors. Budditor is an application which gives tutor services to university students. It is subject-oriented study applications which focus on the syllabus of the subject at the university, whereby it is not using professional tutor, but instead use peers or lecturer in a faculty or in the university itself. Students can revise their studies, and also student tutor can generate their own pocket money, where they also can gain experience, and at once can help students to push their grades.
So, for the problems, as we can see, since the outbreak of COVID-19 struck the whole world, ODL or online distance learning is implemented by the most of the countries due to the school closure. This raises problems on less effective learning among university students and less understanding and interaction with the lecturers. Thus, looking at this situation, we had come out for the new ideas of tutor application, which called Budditor. Talking about the target market, Budditor markets are more focused on the higher education level. As a startup, we choose UITM students on Faculty of Tourism Management to be our trial. Besides that, within the faculty, tutor and students can share their experience on cultures and subjects in a fun and friendlier way. Besides that, they can create their bonds within the course mate in a fun way. In addition, they also can hone their talents in the teaching skills.
For the revenue is that our application rely on three major revenue sources, which the first one is a membership fee, the second one is advertisement on application, the third one is a commission on tutor session. Okay, for the first one is for the membership fee, it will be a 30 ringgit valid for 6 months from the day it is activated. A membership will enjoy free one session tutor with selected tutors, and also getting a discounted voucher that can be used valid within that 6 months, that having a free access to supporting document and also a guideline from experienced tutors. In application advertising for the second one is that it is an effective monetization strategy for mobile publisher, in which our app get paid to serve advertisements with our mobile applications. It is sophisticated data tracking and user targeting. The in-app environment also allow advertisers to reach consumer with their own target market. That majority are students. So yeah, it is a win-win situation for the advertiser and also for our mobile applications.
As for commercialization potential, we will develop a public relation and news media strategy with public universities such as UITM. Other than that, we will be advertising Budditor application on social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and we see that this tutor application is not only a learning platform for students, but it also gives other benefits to students, as they can also expand their network in this application. Now we go to the market research. Basically, market research is a set of methods used to analyze data that helps understand the target market of a company. So we find that global online tutoring services market size was valued at USD 4.81 billion. It is a huge industry. So from the survey questionnaire, we see that people put their interest in tutor application, but they are still not familiar with this online tutoring, same goes to the online learning that has been implemented to every student since this pandemic occurred in 2020. So we believe that in the future, people will be more exposed to this kind of extra learning session for them to understand more on the subject in the university. On December 2020, we have distributed an online questionnaire using Google Form. So here is the results. From the online survey, we can see that the majority of the respondents is from the range ages of 18 to 29 with 86.2%, followed by gender. The majority of the respondents is female, followed by 24.1% males. Next, we can see that the majority of the respondents came from urban areas rather than rural and suburban areas. And we can see that respondents mostly agree with the price of 5 ringgit as a startup price, as they find that this price is affordable for student budget. Next, we can see that 100% without objections agreed that having one-to-one tutor is good because it creates a more conducive learning session, and the tutor and also the students can interact more efficiently. So as having professional tutor, sometimes it is not satisfying, as the session had few members in which come with affordable price. Next, how does it feel if you generate a side income with Budditor? And we can see that 49.4% of respondents agree with the idea of students generating side income through tutoring application. So at the same time, they can also study more. For the next data, among 87 respondents, 47 or 54% agreed that online distance learning is a good platform for them to learn. So more than half of respondents think that online learning give them a good platform to learn more. So next, we go to the next data, which is how satisfied are you with the course explanation through online distance learning? Okay, we can see that by measuring the satisfaction level of people in course explanation through online distance learning, we can see that people have mixed feelings on giving their opinion on their satisfaction. So we can see from the data, 49 respondents have mixed feeling. It can be said that people are still thinking on how to adapt with the new environments of studies. For the next data, are you interested in being one of the tutors on Budditor? So 64.4% of the respondents are considering to be a tutor in Budditor application, which is quite good. So the next is, do you agree to use Budditor as intermediaries to find a tutor? So from the data, out of 46% respondents agree to get Budditor as their intermediaries to find a tutor.
Hi, welcome to Budditor. My name is Muhammad Azrin Azhar bin Abdul Aziz. Now I will explain about the application interface. If you can see, the page 1 is for login interface when the user clicking on our applications. For the second page is if the user doesn't have our account, they need to register our account first. So they need to proceed with the postcode if they're using the iPhone. Next is register interface, which is the user need to fill up all the necessary needs in our application in order to register the account. And the next page is the home of our interface, which is they can choose to select the tutor and also the subject of the student the user want to take. For the page number 5 is where the user can setting the account by or edit the account by clicking on setting, which is they can rename the name and they can adjust the age and also the location. And for the page number 6 is the chatting room, which is they can chat with the tutor, and also they can chat between the user itself in our application. Now we moving on to page number 7, which is the e-learning or subject that they are selected in our application, which is they also can find their schedule in that interface, and also they also can generate or create the chatting room with their tutor itself. And for page number 8 is interesting part, which is the user need to pay, or the user also can view the list of payment. They can make the payment and also the receipt. They also can pay by e-wallet, which is now they're using online banking, or they can pay by cash. For page number 9 is when the user log out of the application, which is if the user wanted to log in again, they need to click the login, and then fill the email and also password in order to log in again.
For future enhancement, we will open to other faculty to join our applications and add more features to expand not only for UiTM students but also for school, private college and other institutes. In future, we will be upgrading our features by getting rid of bugs and smoothing the systems. Also, inshallah, we will make collaborations with universities as a part of commercializations of application, thus we can increasing the level of educations in our country.
Studies show that this COVID-19 outbreak affects the students' mental health problem, and that is the main reason why we produce these Budditors. Since this pandemic happened, most students do not agree with the current online learning method, as they find that this method is no better than the actual class. That is why Budditor are helping them to overcome these problems. We know that one way for students to understand more on their learning is through tutor session in the university or college, but due to this pandemic, they are not be able to do so, and they are even not allowed to go to the university during the lockdown. This kind of issue may lead to depression and stress among students, and they are going to cause a big problem to their future. We hope the Budditor could reduce the number of problems that students are currently facing during quarantine. We do hope that this application will go further in the future to help more students from every faculty in the university.